USA, in fact, in particular from Nassau County. By now you would have been familiar with this name. Lesser known county in the New York state, but now has become very popular simply because the T20 World Cup is happening here. The matches of the T20 World Cup are happening here. So that's where we are. This is outskirts of New York City, about 1 hour from Manhattan. That's where all the matches for the T20 World Cup are happening. Today, as you know, is the big day. It is, after all, India versus Pakistan. And what is the latest update that I've got for you? That update is pertaining to the weather. So it's around 6:10 in the morning here, 6:10, 6:15 in the morning here, and we have woken up to a cloudy sky. Here, have a look there. So you've got grey clouds up in the sky there, and that I'm just next to the hotel that we're staying in and would be heading to the ground shortly, but is looking menacing. Those are dark clouds that are hovering all across the Nassau County at the moment, and it does seem like that they hold a bit of rain in them, and that's not great news. Having said that, we're still about 4.5 hours away from the game being played. What is the latest in the local weather report? Let me tell you that. What we're getting to know at the moment is that there is only a 20% chance of rain today, which is good news, you'd have to say. 20% chance doesn't seem that high. Also, there isn't, while you can see dark clouds, grey clouds, the rain is expected to, even if it comes down, is expected to come around 11 o'clock, which is half an hour into the game. It's 10:30 a.m. local time when the game is going to be starting, and there is a 20% area that will be covered by rain for about half an hour, but that's around 11 a.m. But that's also good news. The weather forecast is good in that sense. So even though you have threatening and menacing clouds that you see on top, there's not too much of rain that is expected today. So only a 20% chance of rain, and 20% area is going to be covered, while if the rain comes, and it will come around 11 o'clock. But there is a possibility that even if the rain comes around Nassau County, because it's only covering a little bit of area of the county and you can't pinpoint exactly where, so there is a chance that there is no stoppage at all and the game continues, or there is a chance that there is a stoppage for a brief while, maybe a half an hour, 40-minute sort of an it might rain for about 30 minutes or so, which would increase the time for stoppage to about 1 hour, but that's about it. Nothing more than that. So if you are really geared up on this Sunday to be watching an India-Pakistan encounter, worry not, you're going to get a full game. That is what it seems like based on the weather forecasts, but there could be one interruption, as I said, because of rain. So that's the weather update right now. As I mentioned, we're still about 4 hours away from the first ball being bowled. The other update about the pitch, it is the same pitch that was used for the South Africa game, South Africa-Netherlands game, a low-scoring encounter at that. That's the pitch that is going to be used for this game as well. And that's not great news, because I know India-Pakistan encounters, you want a pitch to give you a lot of runs. Having said that, we were speaking to the organizers, the ICC, and they are assuring us that you will get a decent pitch. Of course, it's not going to be a Wankhede or in Eden Gardens that we've been getting in the IPL, or we got used to it. You've seen the kind of pitches that you're getting here. So a low scoring pitch, but may not be as unsporting, I could use that word, as the one that we saw for the South Africa-Netherlands game. So that also is a good news, but we'll have to wait and watch for that, because it's the same strip. They say sometime if you play a little bit on that strip, some pitches tend to get better, and probably that's why they decided to do this, play the India-Pakistan game also on a used pitch. Otherwise, you will definitely would have had a fresh strip that they would have used for the game. But it's the same pitch, and that could be primarily because some pitches, these are drop-in pitches, some pitches tend to get slightly better if there has been a bit of the game, and after that they water it, they roll it, and hope that it improves as the days go along. So that's the hope that the organizers would have at the moment. But as I said, the proof of the pudding is in its eating, and so once we see about 5-6 overs being bowled, that's when we'll get a rough idea as to how the pitch is going to behave. One more quick look at the skies above. Ooh, looks very threatening, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, don't be too worried. For the moment, I'll wind up. Next time I'll see you, I'll be live from the ground with bunch of fans, and I believe a lot of fans are turning up here. It's been kind of empty for most of the World Cup games. Even the India-Ireland game wasn't too crowded. The rest of the games, not too many people have turned up, but I think today you'll see an 80%, a minimum 80% packed house at the Nassau County Cricket Ground. So next time I'm going to see you from there. For the moment, Nikhil Nas signing off from New York.